Welcome to our channel, dear viewers, where we explore the mysteries of the past and the enigmas of the future. Today we embark on a journey through time, venturing into the cryptic world of Nostradamus, the 16th century French astrologer and physician whose predictions continue to fascinate and frighten us centuries later. Today we delve into the spine-chilling predictions of this legendary seer Nostradamus for the year 2025. Stay tuned as we uncover what the future might hold according to his prophetic quatrains. Nostradamus, in his lifetime, bore witness to the horrors of war, to the clash of steel and the cries of the fallen. His quatrains, those enigmatic four-line verses, often hint at future conflicts, and 2025, he suggests, will be no different. He speaks of cruel wars, of battles fought not on land or sea alone, but in the very air we breathe. The world, he warns, will tremble before the might of these conflicts, nations pitted against each other in a struggle for dominance. Imagine, if you will, a world consumed by conflict, where the skies are darkened by the smoke of distant fires, where the rumble of tanks and the roar of fighter jets drown out the pleas for peace. This is the chilling picture Nostradamus paints for 2025, a world where alliances crumble and old hatreds resurface, plunging humanity into a new era of global conflict. He speaks of a great war, a conflict so vast, so devastating that it could engulf entire continents. The very foundations of our civilization, he warns, will be shaken, leaving scars that may take generations to heal. But amidst the chaos and destruction, Nostradamus also speaks of resilience, of the human spirit's ability to endure even the darkest of times. He reminds us that even in the face of overwhelming odds, hope flickers like a candle in the wind, a beacon guiding us towards a brighter future. He urges us to remember the lessons of the past, to learn from the mistakes that led to such devastation, for only then can we hope to avert the cataclysmic fate he predicts. The question remains, however, will we heed his warnings? Will we recognize the signs of impending conflict and take steps to prevent it, or will we stumble blindly into the abyss of war? The answer, dear viewers, lies not in the stars, but in our own hands. Nostradamus, the man who gazed at the stars, also kept his feet firmly planted on the ground. He understood the awesome power of nature, its capacity for both creation and destruction. For 2025, he predicts a year of unparalleled natural disasters, a time when the very earth beneath our feet will shudder and groan. He speaks of earthquakes, those sudden, violent shifts in the earth's crust that can reduce cities to rubble in a matter of seconds. He envisions volcanic eruptions, spewing forth molten rock and ash, darkening the skies and burying entire landscapes beneath a blanket of debris. These, he warns, will not be isolated incidents, but part of a larger pattern of increasing seismic activity. The oceans too will unleash their fury, he predicts. Tsunamis, those towering walls of water, will crash against coastlines, inundating coastal cities and leaving a trail of devastation in their wake. Hurricanes and cyclones, more powerful than any seen before, will rip across the globe, their winds howling like banshees, their rains flooding entire regions. Nostradamus paints a picture of a world at the mercy of nature's fury, a world where the very elements we rely on for survival turn against us. But amidst the chaos and destruction, he also offers a glimmer of hope. He reminds us that humanity has faced such challenges before, that we have always found a way to adapt and rebuild. He urges us to prepare for the worst, to strengthen our infrastructure, to develop early warning systems, and to heed the warnings of scientists who study these natural phenomena. For in preparedness lies our best chance of survival, our best hope of weathering the storm. Chapter 3. Nostradamus, in his quatrains, delves into the intricate workings of human society, and for 2025 he foresees a world teetering on the brink of economic collapse. He speaks of great hardship and financial ruin, of a world where the very systems that underpin our prosperity crumble before our eyes. He warns of a great famine, a time when food becomes scarce, and the shelves of once abundant supermarkets stand bare. The cost of living, he predicts, will skyrocket, leaving millions struggling to afford even the most basic necessities. Unemployment will soar, he foresees, as businesses collapse under the weight of the crisis. The very fabric of society, Nostradamus suggests, will begin to fray. Trust in governments and financial institutions will evaporate, replaced by fear and uncertainty. Social unrest will become commonplace, he warns, as people take to the streets to voice their anger and frustration. He speaks of a great reset, a time when the old order crumbles and a new world emerges from the ashes of the old. But this new world, he warns, will not be built on a foundation of equality and justice. Instead, he foresees a world where the gap between the rich and the poor widens, where the powerful exploit the weak, and where the very principles of democracy are threatened. Nostradamus's predictions for 2025 paint a bleak picture of economic hardship, social unrest, and political instability. He reminds us that the pursuit of endless growth and profit comes at a cost that is often borne by the most vulnerable among us. Chapter 4. Nostradamus, despite his focus on the tumultuous aspects of human existence, also acknowledged the relentless march of progress. For 2025, he predicts a year of astonishing technological advancements, a time when the boundaries of what is possible are pushed further than ever before. He speaks of machines that think, of artificial intelligence reaching new heights of sophistication, surpassing human capabilities in ways we can only begin to imagine. He envisions a world where robots perform complex tasks, from surgery to space exploration, with precision and efficiency unmatched by human hands. He predicts breakthroughs in medicine, with new treatments and cures emerging for diseases that have plagued humanity for centuries. He speaks of genetic engineering, of the ability to manipulate the very building blocks of life, offering the potential to eradicate inherited diseases and enhance human capabilities. Nostradamus also foresees a world increasingly interconnected, with communication technologies bridging continents and cultures like never before. He speaks of virtual reality, of immersive experiences that blur the lines between the digital and physical worlds, transforming the way we learn, work, and interact with each other. However, amidst this technological utopia, Nostradamus also injects a note of caution. He warns of the potential for these advancements to be misused, to widen the gap between the haves and have-nots, and to create new forms of inequality and injustice. He reminds us that technology is a double-edged sword, capable of both great good and great harm. The responsibility, he suggests, lies with us, the creators and users of these technologies, to ensure that they are used for the betterment of humanity, not for its destruction. Chapter 5. Nostradamus, the keen observer of the natural world, also turned his attention to the delicate balance of our planet's climate. For 2025, he predicts a year of drastic environmental shifts, a time when the consequences of human actions on the planet become impossible to ignore. He speaks of rising waters, of sea levels creeping steadily upwards, swallowing coastlines and displacing millions. Island nations, he warns, will vanish beneath the waves, their inhabitants forced to seek refuge elsewhere. Coastal cities, once bustling hubs of commerce and culture, will face an existential threat, their very existence hanging in the balance. He predicts extreme weather events becoming more frequent and intense. Heat waves, he warns, will scorch the land, withering crops and sparking wildfires that rage out of control. Droughts will grip entire regions, turning once fertile lands into barren wastelands. Floods, on the other hand, will inundate low-lying areas, displacing communities and causing widespread damage. Nostradamus paints a picture of a world grappling with the consequences of its actions, a world where the delicate balance of nature has been disrupted, leading to unpredictable and often devastating consequences. He reminds us that we are not separate from nature, but an integral part of it. He urges us to act with urgency and determination to mitigate the worst effects of climate change. He calls for a shift towards sustainable practices, a reduction in our reliance on fossil fuels, and a greater respect for the natural world. The future, Nostradamus suggests, hangs in the balance. The choices we make today will determine whether we create a world where humanity can thrive in harmony with nature, or one where we face a constant struggle for survival against a backdrop of environmental chaos. Outro. Thank you for joining us on this journey through Nostradamus's chilling predictions for 2025. While his words may paint a bleak picture of the future, it's important to remember that they are not set in stone. Nostradamus himself believed that the future is not predetermined, that we have the power to shape our own destiny. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more intriguing content. Let us know in the comments which prediction you find the most chilling. Until next time, stay curious and stay safe.